in English ndio at least nipate hiyo vibe
I
venye
told her to
flow
talk in
nayo.
English.
What exactly happened?
Will I manage to speak in English? Nitajaribu lakini.
Mm,
So what happened is,
mm,
okay, it was in the morning at 11.
Today.
Yes, today.
Mm.
James was digging outside here.
That is Prince Odinga.
Yes.
Mm,
He was digging outside here. So when he was done, he went inside
mm,
to take a cup of water.
mm,
Then when he came outside,
mm.
there were people knocking at the gate.
Yes.
So he went there to see what was happening.
All right.
He found the motorbike and the probox. Inside the probox, there were two people, and the motorbike, they were two.
Two.
Yes.
Mm,
So they came inside.
mm,
Two of them remained outside. They were trying to have some conversation. Others entered inside. So when they came back, they talked a little while here. Then they went with Prince.
So were they having anything that is showing that maybe they are police, something like a gun or those handcuffs or a stick?
Just the other day, when Prince Odinga just posted in his community saying that he will not be uploading a video for a quiet period of time until at the right time to come, whereby he has lost his close relative. And this thing was just posted in his community. Actually, it was just a good, because if it is one of your very strongest relative that has passed away, you have to mourn for that. But again, this thing brought to my conscience. I wanted to get to know which kind of the person, because in one way or the other, is just our neighbor. And if you hear somebody that has lost his life, you have to be conscious so that you get to understand who is this kind of the person. I came to realize that he has relative in other parts of the country. Let's talk about, he has relative even in nearby country, that is Tanzania. Has relative in other in other center, that is Kehancha. So I came to realize maybe he lost one of the relative from a quite period of time. Then that one did not stop there. It went to the particular place whereby this word came from Village Echo and his only sister. I don't know if it is his elder sister, but according to the voice that I heard, it was his elder sister. His elder sister spoke it. Village Echo told us that. I'm trying to make you realize how this thing, actually, we are putting it in suspense. We are not in a way that, is this thing true or is this thing wrong? Then after Village Echo, just watch the script before we dive in.
How she has said, I'll have to translate it. So this morning she went there. She went to see Prince Odinga according to the information that I gave her last night. She went there to see what was happening. She was told that Prince, the reason as to why he was jailed, it's because of the,
waliniambia ilikuwa sababu ya stima na ilikuwa kama ni kuchochoa na wengine kutoka nje, ndio maana walikuja. Nilipoenda huko nilikuwa na 20,000 nimsaidie atoke, walikataa, wakasema ni ndogo, wanataka 100,000.
reason as to why
His only sister explaining what Village Echo was just reading, that he was being arrested one of the day that people came in with the probox, others entered inside and others stood by the gate. Then The conversation never stopped at that particular time. It went header, and even he was being asked, were these people holding a stick or a gun just to show that they are police? The sister said, yes, they were just holding. Then he went ahead and told him, what did they say? And actually this thing, I was very conscious about that. Then I came to talk about Gintu. Gintu was just wondering. He said that the case was being filed by Gintu. Then actually, it brought to my conscience, why are they speaking Gintu? Why should, even what can make Gintu run after Village Echo? Then we had to communicate directly to Gintu. Then we came to realize it was truly a false idea. Then we just waited for a quiet period of time. The story never stopped at that particular time. That is how the lying starting from that particular point of starting talking about it is Gintu who filed the case. That's how the lie starting. And even it never stopped there. He said that they arrested him and they took him to the custody. Then they asked, the point blank is that when the police officers comes to arrest you at your home, for first thing you have to have, it is an OB. That shows clearly that this one you are supposed to be arrested at this particular time because of this and this and this. And then after that, they have to have an arrest warrant. Then you should be taken to the nearest police station. And around here, the nearest police station, it was just around Nyabuhanse. If you are taken to Nyabuhanse, actually you don't stay there long because Nyabuhanse does not have a cell. So automatically, he was preferred to be taken to Isibania police station. After there, the sister came on and said that he was taken to Migori after being taken there, of which we don't refuse this thing. It is possible and 100% possible. You might be taken to that particular point. Then later on, you find your person has been transferred to the next police station, of which it is allowed. And the police officers run their things according to how they just know themselves. They can even decide to take you to very far. You have, so long as it is a police station, you can be taken to any other police station that they feel like you are favorable to fix to that particular police station. But that, again, that is not the main conscience of the day. Now let's come in what the mother now is speaking when they were now family members, when they were just seated there, and the sister was just elaborating. What were they speaking? Were these ones truly, or were these words somehow cornering? Guys, we started this particular video. Before we dive now deep to that very simple place, now let's introduce ourselves. My name is Lucas the Traveler. For those who are new here, my home is just located at the border of Kenya and Tanzania, and to be specifically, my home is just located at Nyabuhanse. Actually, yesterday we received quite good rain, of which is a very good thing. We have been experiencing dry time for a quite period of time, but right now as we speak, yesterday it rained, and most of the people now they're embarking to their serious business of planting. Make sure that they have to plant their corns, make sure they have to plant their several things, and whichever they think they're going to plant. Thank you so much for the new subscriber, because I get to understand we add 1 or 3 subscribers. I really appreciate. And also for those who are watching but they have not subscribed, I hope they will be subscribing and continue growing Lucas the Traveler community as you usually make it happen. And also for my good continuing subscriber, I really say thank you so much for continuing being part of my group and part of my channel. Actually, you're gonna go, if you can support this channel by joining the group, by joining membership card. Membership is just there. You can just join the membership. That one is the best way to support Lucas the Traveler, and also by subscribing and also by watching the video until the end. it will be a very fantastic and a very amazing. Actually, when you guys are going to see, I think now the Sukuma Wiki going to come up very well, because it has been raining, and I think now when it starts raining, it simply means now it have started raining officially. Embarking back to our serious business, embarking now to our serious reaction video, because get to understand this is a pure reaction video. Embarking now, when the mother, they were just now speaking it out and speaking now that she was not around, she had went for a funeral. The same what we saw in a post. But later on, things contradicted in this way. This person said that he is not posting because he lost his closest person. But later on, the other individual is coming to contradict issues, saying that this kind of the person was in the hospital. Which, sometimes we are somehow we are confusing even subscriber not to understand what was really happening. And then after there, he's trying to tell us that he was taken to the police, that he was being arrested because of electricity. And guys, most of us have been understanding, yes, electricity going to arrest you. But the person that is supposed to file the electricity bill, it is the KPLC. That are the people that they're dealing all about electricity. If your bill is too hard to electricity, you are being filed the case of by KPLC. And when you're taking there, automatically and obviously, KPLC, it is very difficult to bribe KPLC. It is very difficult to bribe them when they have just taken you. You cannot say that they have taken you, they take you to Nyabohanse police station. As we see individual being arrested, taken to Nyabohanse police station, being taken to Sibana police station, then you bribe there a little bit of cash, then you are being released. I think that is not KPLC. They don't work like that, because that is an organization. And each and every time an organization work in a systematic way. And even after now being taken to the court, now they say now that they ask for 100,000 Kenyan shillings. I don't know if this truly is true, or is it another agenda that now they're coming to hide to the platform, now using the word of the bills. Because the first one, they used the name of Gintu, but they saw that this kind of the name cannot apply. Now they say that obviously it will become to be known, the truth, that this is not the truth. Now they have used a second episode of telling us that it's because of the bill of electricity. Now, is it true or is it false? There was maybe there was another hiding agenda that actually that it was going on that most of us we don't understand. Because we get to understand, Odinga himself was not around for a quite period of time. And when now this kind of the electricity even came to his home, I get to understand that even him personally, even if we try to follow it up, his nationality, they were not the one being used to bring the electricity. And now I wonder, he has the mother, he had the elder sister, he had the brother. These are kind of the people that they were around. And when Prince Odinga is back to the village, 100% sure he has not stayed in the village even for a 6 months, even a year is not done. So how comes they come and arrest a wrong individual? Because why do I say this a wrong individual? Because he's not the owner of that premises. Is not his details are not the one that they have been used to register the electricity, that now the bills are very high. They could be waiting for this kind of the owner of this kind of the house now to come and bring to him this kind of the bills and say, no, you're supposed to file up the bills, but according until right now you have not filed out anything. Guys, let's listen to this script. Let's attach to the script and listen to it. Then we continue in to the murder of the day. Yes, guys, I think now you're going to understand and just to evaluate what was just happening at that script. After watching that particular part, you just get to know what was really happening and what was really going on at this moment of speaking. Because we know there's a little bit of issues that they were happening around. But this kind of the individual, talk about if it could be any other person coming to the online talking about this thing and this, you could now be hearing how people could now have been generating a lot of issues. But now, embarking to them, and now these are the biggest, okay, it is not bad actually to come online and talk about this and this, but sometimes come up with the reality and the facts that actually somebody can see and say that truly these are the facts, and truly this is supposed to be like this is supposed to be like this, or this is not supposed to be like this. But once you come on the online, then you try to tell people this is supposed to be like this, and yet it is a total a lie. And according to how you see these two things, and according to how you just evaluate this kind of the issues, you're going to realize that there is a game that is being played around there, and it is not a truly thing. I know if you think that I've spoke what it is okay with you. If you think it is not okay with you, I have no problem. But the reality and the fact has to be told, and we have to stand with the truth. But I get to understand most of the people don't feel good when somebody speaks the truth. They need somebody to speak the rumors, and we are here to speak the truth, and that is the fact, and that's the reality of the things. Let you check out on my avocado. This is one of the avocado, and I think it's coming up very well. We just planted it for oh, demolish. Oh, check this avocado. Actually, it's coming up very well. Actually, it knows how to grow in both climatic places. Sometimes I felt that it could just dried it up, but you see, it is okay. It is okay. Okay, again, there's a purple. From this particular point, I know I have to rush to work because I'm just shooting my video very early in the morning. But before I go to work, I have to rush back to Mogesi, because also Mogesi was just arrested yesterday, but I've not known the truth and the real factor why Mogesi was just arrested. But the things that we had that is arrested is in Sibania police station. We have to go there and check out what's really popping out and what really happened. Because even me right now, I'm point blank. I cannot say that he was arrested because of this and this. Because yesterday I got out here very early in the morning. Then I went to work. From that work, we went to Tanzania with Maxwell to do some of the serious work there. We came very late. I think we came like at 10 o'clock p.m., of which it was too late, very tired, so I could not go and ask what was really happening. Today is I think it's just a good day for I to go there and check out what was new. Even the machine Benz is just there waiting for me to just to mobilize it, and we rush there to work. Thank you so much for always coming back to support Lucas the Traveler. If the first time you're coming across my YouTube channel, consider subscribe, like the video, always turn on notification. I really appreciate, and I don't take you people for granted, because you should take your time to make sure that let's make it happen. And in one heart, I really appreciate, because now we are developing a community, we are developing friendship, we are developing any kind of. Thank you so much. Let's meet the next video.